Kaden, can you talk about which shows have disabled main characters? Absolutely. Welcome or welcome back. I have a gigantic spreadsheet of the demographics of different main characters in musicals. And again, this is only the main characters, the leads. And I haven't prepped for this video, so we're just doing it on the fly and we'll see what happens. Let's go. So as we can see from this little pie chart, there are 15 characters that are disabled. It's worth noting that the musicals that I have represented here are heavily skewed towards modern musicals because that's what I digest the most. Starting at the top, let's find the first one. Contact High. This is an off-Broadway musical written by a couple of friends of mine, and the main character is autistic, if I remember right. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Next, in the musical Evelyn, this is a musical about conjoined twins, which counts as a disability, though they are fictional characters. It's kind of a vaudevillian tragedy kind of thing. The musical Grace and the Ghost by my friend Anna Denoya has 2 disabled characters, and they are both queer. If you want to learn just exactly how, there is an album out. How to Dance in Ohio is obviously represented here. I got some people to help me with the categorization of these because I haven't seen the show, but I haven't updated it yet, so I will get back to that. But How to Dance in Ohio has plenty of disability representation, mostly autistic. Or all autistic? Please let me know. Next up, everyone knows this. It's The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Bonus points if we're talking about the one where he's deaf. Then we have Kimberly Akimbo, where the main character ages like 4 times as fast as everyone else in the world. In The Light in the Piazza, Clara is disabled because she has a brain injury. It's kind of vague in the script. Not really stellar disabled representation. The Little Big Things is a true story musical about a boy who comes to terms with the fact that he has to be a wheelchair user, and The Little Mermaid features a disability for obvious reasons. In The Notebook, the musical, the older versions of Allie and Noah are disabled. In Porgy and Bess, Porgy has a mobility disability. In Ride the Cyclone, Ricky Potts is disabled, but how he's disabled changes all the time. They've rewritten it, and it's very controversial. Still is a little-known musical about a blind hymn writer. It's a true story. Famously, the main character in The Who's Tommy. Tommy is disabled. He's deaf and mute and blind, and it's also psychosomatic, so, like, that's a whole thing. You may have noticed that there's not a lot of roles that have actually disabled people playing those roles, and a lot of the time it's because those characters' disabilities are, you know, they don't last the whole time or whatnot. And as a person with a partner who is a disabled actor, I love when disabled people get to play the roles that are written for them and roles that aren't written for them. So that's just some food for thought. Discuss amongst yourselves. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, you probably care a lot about musical theater and diversity and representation, and that's a lot of what I try to spotlight with my platform. I'm the musical dealer. I try to spotlight shows that don't have enough of an audience. I help you find new favorites, and I do a lot of data analysis. So if you're interested in that, give me a follow.